Hi YouTube, it's Leonora Loves Nursing, and I wanted to make a video on ways to land your first nursing job quickly. Now, okay, the best way to get your first nursing job is through clinicals. You guys, that is the easiest, the best way possible, okay? Let me tell you some tricks. And I'm going to just use myself for an example because throughout nursing school, the clinical sites that I went to, the main clinical sites I went to, that was the job that I had for a year and a half. So this is how I did it. Okay. When you go to clinicals, you need to befriend and really get close to the nurses, the charge nurse, the director of nursing. Okay. You need to get close to them because these are going to be your inside people. These are going to be the people to help you not only get a job at that facility, probably another facility that they're, that they know or that they're close to. You need to ask as many questions as possible, help as much as possible. Let me tell you something. When you're doing this, you don't need to tell anybody your business. You don't need to tell your friend, your classmate, your teacher. Nobody needs to know what you're doing because you know what? Your classmates are your biggest competitors. You are competing against your classmates. So completely quiet, hush-hush about this. Now, what I did was I got really close to the nurses, especially, it could just be one nurse. I got really close with her, and I was just always asking questions, always volunteering to help, and it got to the point that I was so close to the nurse that she allowed me to meet the director. Usually the director is always roaming around the facility, and the nurse was like, hey, I want you to meet this, this young nurse who's in school. And I met the director, and she was so sweet, so nice. She told me, Leonora, as soon as you pass your state boards, come here and apply for a job. You have a job, let's say it was Monday that I passed my state boards. Tuesday, I called her, and I said, hey, do you remember me? Do you still have that job available? And of course, she was like, of course I remember you. Let me tell you, they will remember you. They will definitely remember you. So you don't have to worry about them remembering you. If you're a good student, if you're a good nursing student, these nurses and the director of the facilities, they will remember you. And that's basically how I got the job. I see a lot of friends, a lot of my classmates, they were without jobs for some of them up to 6 months because it's so hard. It's not easy. It is a challenge out there because there's a lot of nursing students. So you want to be different. Another way is to volunteer on the weekends. Like I said, you don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to tell your professor. You don't have to tell anybody. Speak to the director of nursing. Ask her, say, I'm really interested in this facility. I just want to get some volunteer experience on my resume. Is there any way that I can come in and volunteer on the weekends and supervise and shadow a nurse? I did this for 1 month in nursing school. So I graduated in January, like November to December. I went to another clinical site because, like I said, I didn't know if I was going to get that job because it probably could have been filled or whatever. So I still wanted some experience underneath my belt. So for 1.5 months, every Saturday, I shadowed a nurse. I did whatever. I pushed the elderly in the wheelchairs. I did activities with them. I did whatever I had to do to show my face and to gain some type of experience. Now, when I graduated, guess what I did? I used that month of experience into my resume because it is true, you do need experience. A lot of times, human resources won't even look at your application if you don't even have some type of experience. So definitely volunteer, but please Do not tell anybody your business. It's nobody else's business what you're doing, because a lot of times you'll find people be jealous or try to down you and say, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Or will try to steal that facility that you're interested in joining. So those are some tips on how you can land your first nursing job. It's really easy. Volunteer. Be nice. Be responsible. Do what you have to do. Get close to the nurses, the charge nurses, the DONs, the administrators, and they'll definitely remember you. If you guys have any questions or comments, send me an email, LeonoraLovesNursing@gmail.com, or leave me a comment down in the comment box, and I will get back to you guys. Thank you. Bye.